What is going on, Cancer? Welcome or welcome back. This is going to be your quick full moon message for today, for the penumbral lunar eclipse that is happening in the sign of Libra. For those of you that follow Western, but for those of you like myself that follow Vedic, it is in the sign of Virgo. So I hope y'all are doing well. I'm just going to see, because based on the Farmer's Almanac, full moons are actually a period of harvest. So I want to just get a little bit of insight for you guys, you know, whatever spirit is willing to share with us about what you guys may be harvesting at this time, or whether it's serving as just confirmation or just giving you a little bit more info, something to look forward to help keep you going, okay? Because sometimes it's difficult to know that you're on the right track or making any progress when you don't really see any movement. So that is what this is essentially about. So starting off here, it feels like you guys definitely, some of you may have a black cat, some of you may be seeing black cats, they may be of significance, but it is definitely a sign of protection. I feel like some of you are definitely going through a transformation at this time, Cancer, and I feel like it's something you guys are walking away from. Some of you are definitely walking away from a connection, walking away from a person. And I feel like it has to do with maybe what you're being guided to do at this time, where you're being guided to go. I feel like some of you, this has to do with your life purpose. It feels like your life's purpose is pulling you in another direction, or maybe a different direction. Others of you, it's pulling you away from people, away from certain situations, certain environments that maybe at one point did work, but are no longer working. They're no longer in alignment with your divine calling. I feel like at the time it may have served a purpose for your life at that time, but it's like that time has passed and now it's time for the next step, the next stage. So springtime is definitely of significance too. We have spring here, the thinking woman, fertility, and imagine. So it definitely feels like, Cancer, the things that some of you, the things that you've been that you have been visualizing, that the life that you've been seeing for yourself, this is the time where it's actually starting to culminate. It's actually starting to come to fruition. This feels like a very fertile period for you guys as well. Okay, it feels like some of you are getting new ideas. It feels like new ideas that some of you have been putting action towards are now starting to come to fruition. Others of you, these are seeds that maybe you've planted a couple months back, even maybe longer. It's like now the time is right. Now is the time. The fruit, I'm hearing the fruit is ripened for the picking. So it feels like things that you've been maybe thinking about lately, or been putting more of your focus onto or your attention towards, that's what you're going to start to see. And it does feel like it's positive for some of you, though. In order to see this, whatever this is that you've been asking for, these fruits come to fruition, it is requiring you to walk away from something. For some of you, you're needing to know that whatever you're being guided to walk away from, or whatever that might be for you, that you are protected in that process. You are protected during that that transition away from something that is maybe, like I said, no longer in alignment with your path or where you're being guided to go. It's like you're it's like people that are on our journey with us, only go for a certain amount of time, and then sometimes they veer off into, like, it's kind of like when you're going down the freeway, right, and you notice that you're on the freeway with the same car for quite some time. The next thing you know, that car has to get off on the exit, or you do, whoever gets off first. It's kind of like that, and that's kind of what this feels like. So it feels like you guys are essentially, it feels like a cycle is complete, okay? And some of you are really being called into your purpose at this time. You're really being called into service. And I feel like some of you maybe hadn't really had full awareness of what that really is for you, or what direction that you're really being called to go. But I feel like this time, the springtime energy is what's making that more clear, okay? It feels like the light, like this full moon is shining a bright light on whatever that is, okay? It feels, it's so interesting how this card right here, right? We have the moon here, but we also have this big, which looks like like that looks like the sun, right? But then what is this circle here? What is this circle here? You see what I'm saying? So it feels like some of you are definitely maybe going through a healing process, the healing phase. Some of you, that may be part of your calling. Some of you that are being guided to be a healer of some sort. And it doesn't always have to be, just energy work or something like that. It can just be simply your vibration, being around people. They feel your energy and it's healing to them, even if they're not aware of it, like consciously. Some of you are unconscious healers just by being around certain people, just by being in the vicinity. Them being able to feel your vibration on an energetic level is very, cathartic to some people's healing. And I feel like some of you are, either starting to notice that about yourself, or you will be very soon. Okay. So, but this feels like, you know, like I said, your ideas, that some of you have, it's starting to come to fruition. Others of you, this is telling you that this is the time for the ideas that some of you have been having. This is the time to really plant those seeds. Like, don't wait any longer. Okay. I'm hearing that strongly, to not wait any longer. For those of you that have been kind of like maybe sitting on certain ideas because it just didn't seem like the right time, or like you weren't sure, you know, if this is the right thing, this is your confirmation. Yes, take advantage, take, you know, action on that idea. The soil is fertile. This is a great time to plant that seed and watch it come to fruition. You know, watch, you know, and see how it starts growing. You know, it feels like a more, like it's going to happen sooner than you think. Okay, so let's see what else for Cancer for this full moon. What else is going on? Where are they harvesting? Ooh, 3 of Cups. So this could definitely be a celebration for some of you. Like I said, this could be some of you may be finding out you're pregnant. That just came through. Some of you could be, this feels like a celebration of some sort. This could be a reconnection, okay, to someone, like walking away from one thing and reconnecting with something else or someone else. But others of you, this could be something that maybe you kind of like had an idea about, but you weren't sure. And that could be what this is for you. Some of you, like I said, are finding out that you're pregnant. And that's not going to obviously be for all of you. Now, I get it. Not everybody can have babies. Not everybody wants them. But for some of you, that is what's coming through here, is that it's like maybe it was too early to know. And it's like finally getting the confirmation through the test. Like some of you are having a dream or have had a dream about a baby or about a fish or something like that. And some of you with this full moon are going to be celebrating the, you know, the confirmation of that. Okay. That's, like I said, not going to be for everyone. So if you don't want, you know, babies, or if that's possible for you, but it's not something you're ready for or whatever, please take precaution. Okay. Others of you, if that doesn't even apply, obviously it's not your message for someone else. So clarify the 3 of Cups. Why is it here? Others of you though, this is a, others of you, this has to do with a, celebrating something that you've been, like I said, that you've been working on. Okay. Something that, some type of plan, something you've been like building towards. It's like finally coming to fruition. Something that some of you have been really maybe, visualizing, or kind of like using your imagination to kind of, like manifest. It's like you're finally seeing that. I feel like it may have been a long time coming. Okay. But it's like your continuous pursuing of it and continuous, dedication to the visualization or to whatever action steps you could take towards it. It's like you're finally seeing the results of that. Okay. It's a reason to celebrate here. Okay. Look, new beginning. Ace of Pentacles with the Ace of fucking Cups. Okay. And the 3 of Pentacles. So, and the 8 of Cups, walking away. So it's like something is happening because you guys are walking away from something else. Okay. So it feels like for some of you, Cancer, is that you're walking away from one thing, like walking out of something into something else. Okay. And so for those of you that are maybe walking away from one thing, it's bringing in a reconciliation for some of you into something else. So some of you, this could be people or someone from your past that's coming back around. And keep in mind that Mercury retrograde is going into retrograde on April 1st. Okay, so we are kind of like coming into that shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. So for some of you, this 3 of Cups could definitely represent a reconciliation with someone that you want, or that some of you will be stepping into something long-term with. Okay, that's obviously, like I said, not going to be for all of you, but, you know, take the messages as they apply. So this could be for some of you something you've been kind of like thinking about, that you've been kind of wanting, and it's like now the timing is perfect for that to happen. Okay, this is like having an opportunity to really live your life to the fullest, to essentially seize the day, make the most out of the opportunities and the energies as they come to you every day, no matter what it feels like, you know, doing your best to alchemize and transmute that energy and work with it for your benefit. Okay, turn it into something else, right? Using that energy towards something that you want to see happen. Okay, it may require work, whatever this is, because this is just the potential. So something here, like I said, could definitely be new love for you, definitely has the potential, okay, to grow into more, to grow into something else. But it does feel like there is something that is being required to walk away from. So I feel like some of you Cancers with 2 cards about walking away, you know exactly what that is. So it's just a matter of how bad do you want this new thing? How bad do you want, you know, to celebrate something that you've been maybe asking for, or, you know, looking forward to for quite some time? How bad do you want that new start, that new beginning? Okay. How bad do you want to, you know, come back together with something or someone that you know is more in alignment, but maybe just wasn't at the time, right? So, you know, take it how it applies. So That's what I have for you. But this is a very fertile period. So whatever you're asking for, it is coming, and you are, if you haven't yet, you are going to start to see the sprouts of what you planted. All right. So until next time, you guys, howdy.